Homesteading is a wonderful and rewarding life, but it's really a lot of hard work. You know, it can feel like there are too many chores to do and too little time to do them. When this happens, it's easy to feel burnout and start to wonder if homesteading is a big mistake. What can you do? Live life DIY with Rob. Have you ever felt like you're just existing? Don't worry, because you're not alone. Yep, it happened to me. Good old homestead burnout. It happens to all of us homesteaders somewhere along our journey. And when it happens, what you do to restore your love for this amazing way of life. Let me share some tips to help you when you are dealing with good old homestead burnout. And if you're interested in me going into more detail for any of this, let me know. Drop me a comment and let me know what you want me to expand on. So, there are many reasons why homestead burnout can happen. And briefly, here's what happened to me. We've been doing the homesteading thing for a good many years. And we developed our routine, an efficient, however boring daily routine. We were doing our homesteading thing, and I was making my weekly YouTube videos. I was even working myself up to the goal of making 2 videos a week to share more of this amazing self-sufficient homesteading life with you. Life was good. Hey, so what happened, right? Back in the fall, I turned 65 and had to deal with this reality. You know the saying, we're from the government and we're here to help you. Excuse me. At the beginning of December, I got sick with a really high fever. And I'm one of those annoying people that never gets sick. And that high fever lasted about 1 whole week. Then we had a week of record-breaking brutal cold weather, like 40 degrees below normal, crazy cold weather. Did it get crazy cold where you live? I mean, we were down to 0 and we're not supposed to get below freezing. Then, before you know it, it's Christmas time. 3 months eventually zoomed on by, and I hadn't done a darn thing, including not making any YouTube videos. All I wanted to do was sit in my recliner and watch happy Hallmark movies. You know the ones, right? Where they kiss at the end and everybody lives happily ever after. That's reality, right? What do you do when you want to avoid life? Avoiding life, let me know. Do something fun like fishing. It's a great way to deal with your homestead burnout. Hey Bonnie, do you like fishing? Sure looks like it. So, how can you overcome homestead burnout? What do you do when you feel like the harder you work at, the more projects, the more behind you get in them? The more you do, the more behind you get. Always thinking that this month, hey, this will be the month that we get ahead. Oh no, the water heater has sprung a leak and needs to be replaced. $500, and we replaced it ourselves. $500. Yippee! So take a step back and look at the big picture. Homesteading is a hard lifestyle. Hey, there's no 2 ways about it. It's hard. And it'll take its toll on you mentally and physically. But that's okay. Take a step back, take a breath, and reassess your goals. Think about why you started homesteading in the first place, right? I mean, why do we do this? Okay, so this is really important. set aside some time, some quiet time, to reflect on what you have accomplished so far. You've probably gotten a lot done. For me, I like to get up early in the morning, and while drinking and making my coffee, that's my quiet time. When the sun's just coming up and everything on our homestead is still sleeping. All the critters are still fast asleep. Be realistic. When you're more or less self-sufficient and do everything, and I mean everything, yourself, it's easy to burn out. Another thing that happened to me was I let things out of my control eat away at me. It seems like we are going from one crisis into the next crisis, you know? We can't do anything about a war halfway around the world, or big banks failing, or inflation, and the government deciding that, hey, we can no longer care for our sick animals on our own, right? It's important to focus on what you control and remember that homesteading, it's a lifestyle, and you're in it for the long haul. So hang in there. All right, so this is what's been working for me. One of the best ways to deal with homestead burnout, what's helped me get out of it, what's working for me, is learning something new. Homesteading's all about self-sufficiency, and there's always something new to be learning. So, rekindle your love for homesteading by stepping out of your day-to-day, boring routine and learn or do something new. Right now, we are researching greenhouses. We really want to get a greenhouse with plans to add one to our homestead. So that's something new for us to be doing. And actually do something, don't just read about it. We hope that this video helps you deal with your homestead burnout. And if you're interested in me going into more detail for any of this information that I've shared with you, let me know. Keep an eye out for our next video because it's just around the corner, coming soon. Freedom!